Well, welcome to part 2 of the Game Club.
Woohoo!
Game Club.
Episode 11D.
11D. I think we're episode 14. Is that where we're at?
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, 14. And this is part 2, so this is the topic of the week. And the topic of the week, by the time you hear this, the Game Awards 2016 will be just a few days away.
Oh, yeah.
And the Game Awards are a desperate attempt at being as legitimate as other mediums of entertainment. And I thought we'd talk about the games that are the nominees for Best Game of the Year. I thought that was a pretty interesting list. We've played most of them. There's a few of them that we maybe haven't played much, but still, we probably have a good opinion about it.
Clash of Clans will not be Game of the Year, Josh.
Thank
I'm
you.
just telling you now.
Yes.
Write in vote.
It never will be. Write-in vote.
You're wasting your vote.
So the games are Doom, which I'm kind of surprised that that's there. I mean, it's a good game, but I'm surprised it's in the short list. Another game I'm surprised about, Inside.
We did that on Game Club.
Uh-huh.
People can go check that out if they
I
want to see
figured it
it.
would have been always on the outside. I never would have guessed that it would have made it into that.
All right.
Wah, wah,
Puns
wah.
aside. That was a puny pun.
I don't know what that means.
Is that Josh trying to tell us he's going to be a father?
Oh,
No.
dang.
Absolutely not. Gross.
With those horrible dad jokes.
All right, the next game, Overwatch. That's not surprising. I mean,
Under miss.
Overwatch is
Really popular.
Yeah.
huge. Titanfall 2, I think that one's surprising, given that although it was a critical success, it's been an epic failure sales-wise.
Has it? I haven't seen the numbers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, pretty abysmal.
That's
actually.
Like less than 1 million.
Wow.
Yeah. And that's for a multi-platform game.
Wow.
And, yeah, I mean, it came out literally just after Battlefield 1 and right before Call of Duty.
Well, they pushed it hard. There was lots of advertising for it.
Yeah, it's such a dumb time to
Yeah.
release that game. They should have released... That's a spring game, right? Or a summer game. And to round out the list, Uncharted 4: A Thief's End.
Ooh.
Woot. So...
Now to dog.
So first of all, do you think that's a good short list of games? Overwatch was going to be there, of course. It's just such a huge game.
I think Doom made it on nostalgia factor.
Yeah.
Overwatch is the only game that should win anything.
Okay. And I personally really liked Uncharted 4. I thought it was a little underwhelming. I thought it was a really effective end to the series, but doesn't stand on its own very much.
It was cool at the very end when you're at the beach house hanging out with the family and you're rifling through all your old memories.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, well, if you haven't played it by now, that's your fault.
Wow.
Well, we are talking about these games that are...
Yeah, so let's just talk about the ending of every game.
Yeah. And then you die.
All right. So I thought, I mean, is there any games that are some big misses here? Like maybe some people might think Battlefield 1.
Battlefield 1 I'm surprised not to see.
Yeah.
I honestly think Uncharted 4 is an overreach.
Yeah.
Like
okay.
that, they're overperforming. There, we played that whole game start to finish. Didn't miss a moment of it, and it is not anything that it deserves to be the best game of any year. Especially with Battlefield and Overwatch out in the same year.
Well, I mean, where it does deserve kudos is it's got great performances, great
Awesome
graphics,
soundtrack.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of really great elements to it. I just think ultimately as a full package game.
Year?
Yeah, not the
No
best game of the year.
way. No way.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of some of the earlier. I want
There
to
were
say
no big
Witcher,
game
but Witcher
changers
was
this year,
last. Was last
You
year.
don't think Overwatch was
Well,
a big game changer?
maybe Overwatch, but other than that, I mean, it's not like some years where you have huge...
It seems like we had a lot of 8s and low 9s, and no
Yeah.
like standout like Mega 9.5 or 10.
man,
games.
Overwatch Mega 9.975.
Yeah.
9.9. Yeah, I meant to say Mega 9.75. Yeah, that was super oddly specific.
That is so close to a
Overwatch
10.
more like underwhelmed. Heyo.
Ouch.
Nailed
Ooh.
it.
I should have gotten like a list of games that came out this year to help push this discussion. I'm going to do that.
Well, hey, Overwatch might be good, but it's no Cluster Truck.
That's true.
I loved Cluster Truck, man.
So, Chris, out of these ones, which ones do you think you would...
I think
what would
Overwatch
your,
will get it.
What would your order be? How would you rank them 1 to 5?
Well, I haven't played all of them, so I can't really, honestly, rank them myself.
That's never stopped us from doing anything
Right.
before.
So I'll give it... Out of the list, Titanfall's the only one I'm still playing.
So, Titanfall 5.
Or 1.
Oh, I see. You're going the other way.
Well, out of that list.
Did you play Uncharted?
No,
Yeah,
I don't have a PlayStation.
Yeah, that's good. Don't waste your time.
And I didn't play Overwatch either, so I can't really comment on that.
Well, Overwatch number 1, without a doubt.
I don't
Doom
care
number
for the
2, because of nostalgia. Titanfall 3, Inside 4, Uncharted 5.
Inside, I'm surprised to see in the top 5. Like, it's a clever game, and it's interesting, and the art style is beautiful. But
I also think it
competing,
drags in the second half.
Yeah, but to see it competing against, AAA games.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
Dark Souls 3 was a 2016 game. So that's pretty surprising. Dark Souls 3 and Hitman was a 2016 game. I'm not saying Hitman maybe deserves to be. The Witness. The Witness was a huge game.
I didn't play that.
Yeah, but people loved it.
Could you get
What?
Could you get a Witness?
XCOM 2. That was a 2016 game.
I'd put Pony Island up there.
Pony Island was awesome, but I don't think that's 20. Was it 2016?
No, I think you're right. I think it was last year.
Yeah.
That was one of the most interesting games I've ever played.
Yeah, that interesting from beginning to end. Far Cry Primal, but that probably doesn't belong on the list. Paragon, some people liked. Eve Valkyrie was a 2016 release. Battleborn, which nobody cares about. That's why it's not on there. Destiny Rise of Iron. I think that kind of came and went too. So yeah, you're right. Yeah, this year, 2016, didn't put up a lot of competition.
Except for Overwatch. Which will blow everything away.
Yeah, I don't even have to have played Overwatch to be able to see how big it's been and
why it's going to win.
Yeah.
Deus Ex Mankind Divided. That would have been Watch Dogs 2. Yeah, it is kind of a weak year. As far as just like...
Yeah, and a lot of the big titles stayed home, right? No Assassin's Creed this year, no Halo this year.
Yeah.
And I think this is exactly why Overwatch is the big standalone game, because everything else was royally meh. Clash Royale, meh.
Yeah.
Working them in.
Yeah,
them all in there.
I guess I'm surprised that Titanfall 2 got on this list over a few other games.
Yeah.
What would you put in its stead?
I think Deus Ex is more deserving than Titanfall. I thought that was a pretty solid game. I mean, I think it was under advertised.
Okay.
Deus Ex was
so like a casual person might not have even heard of it before.
Yeah, everything good about Deus Ex Human Revolution was in Deus Ex Mankind Divided, but then they got rid of all the bad things and added good things in their place. So it was it wasn't a perfect game, but definitely in my mind was a 9.0.
Yeah, so you're saying like it legit took all the bad things out of the first game. And there was
technically third game.
Or out of the third game, and we're able to put in stellar things to go in this place.
Yeah,
that's a pretty big deal. That's a pretty big compliment.
Yeah, the only complaint with Deus Ex, a lot of people said this, and I can agree. I mean, I don't have to argue this against it at least, is that its story was not as like the stories in the previous games were like these worldwide significant stories. Like the odds are really weighty, whereas the story in this one, the odds didn't seem quite as weighty. It seemed a little bit more localized as far as like the importance of this plot. And that's fine, but I mean, if that's your only major complaint, like there's a lot of good game there.
Right, no kidding.
Yeah.
Would you put Dishonored in this top 5?
Well, you and I were talking about earlier. I played a few hours of it, and the few hours I've played, I've liked a lot. It feels like more Dishonored. Yeah. With the probably,
it's like what you want from the next Mass Effect, right?
Yeah.
More of the same.
Yeah, and the more I learn about Mass Effect, the more afraid I become.
Right.
If like I was reading some things about the new Mass Effect Andromeda, and every time I learn more about how it's designed as a game, the more it doesn't sound like Mass Effect at all. They were talking about, in fact, I was listening to a discussion on Kind of Funny. Kind of Funny Games was talking about Call of Duty, the new one, Advanced Warfare. Is that the new one? Yeah.
I gave up on COD a while ago.
Yes.
Well, the more they described Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and the more they described it, the more it sounded like Mass Effect to me. Like there's a universe hub or it's really your solar system hub, where you can sort of get analysis on planets, and there's like a captain's quarters, and there's a loadout place in your ship. And you take on missions, and I was like, maybe I want to play this instead of Mass Effect Andromeda. All it needs is loyalty missions, and I'm sold, right? So anyway, I mean, so the list is just okay. I guess I didn't play enough of Doom to be able to say much. What I did play of Doom was the gameplay was oh so buttery smooth. It was great first-person shooting. The reason I didn't play through it is because I'm not a big fan of...
so buttery smooth? You're just going to gloss over the fact that you just said that? That's awesome.
It is Thanksgiving.
Butter.
I'm not a big fan of killing demons and monsters in games.
I like to let them live too.
That doesn't that doesn't appeal to me. So Doom doesn't appeal a whole lot to me, honestly. I don't know. I guess when I want to murder things, I want it to be real human beings.
I don't like those demonic games. Why are they scary?
I don't
I'd
talk
rather
about
kill
cognitive
people.
dissonance, dude.
Inside was a really good game for what it was, but the second half for me dragged. And
But also, how long is Inside?
a few hours?
Yeah.
4 tops, maybe? With an ending that just totally
Like
left
maybe
unsatisfied.
indie game of the year, but game of the year.
I'm not even sure if it's indie game of the year.
Yeah, there have been some
Frankly.
really good.
Pony Island's
Yeah.
gonna repeat. Can games do that?
No.
Well,
Well, why not? These are all made up awards.
Well, for
anyway,
me, if we're
that'd
gonna,
be really tight, right?
I'll tell you what game should
right? Defending
replace
champ from last year.
the game that should replace Inside on this top 5 list from the indie sphere is that Dragon Cancer.
That is a good game.
Like that game has a powerful story. It's incredibly unique. It does everything.
Is that true? I don't know. I'm not playing it.
We should do our own games awards at the end of the year.
Well, actually, I thought we would.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I thought we would do best. I thought we'd do the best of games in general, and then the best of the games we played for games of the week.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. So look for that later.
It's coming.
It's coming.
Probably
For
not
sure.
with me.
I'm
as
gonna
a
make
part
a
of it,
statue with my face on it.
Okay.
You get the Chrissy award.
The Chrissy.
Well, that sounds weird.
That sounds very weird. What Titanfall 2, Chris? Does it belong on this list? You've played it the most.
Man, I don't know. See, I really like Titanfall 2, and I'm playing it for hours. Right, I'm like level 46 now
Okay.
in multiplayer, so I put some time in with it, and it does what it's supposed to do really well. The game's balanced well, the weapons are balanced well, the power-ups, you move very easily through the map. The maps work well for what they are, but it's kind of a one-trick pony,
Okay.
you know? Maybe that's not entirely fair because you have the pilots and the Titans, but I really like it, but it didn't like blow my mind.
Okay.
But then maybe I should stop looking for the next Halo CE, right?
Yeah. Yeah. That's never coming again. I think.
It was a one-time thing. It's like waiting for a new iPhone that's going to change the world. You can only change it so many times with the one thing.
Yeah. And Steve Jobs is dead.
Yeah. So I given this year's not as strong showing, I would say,
Yeah.
then I could say it's justified to have it in the top 5.
Okay, Josh, should Uncharted 4 be in this top list?
No.
Oh, dang.
Wow.
Look, it's a super fun game, right? It's an incredible game, but it requires. Okay. Oh, I guess I should be a little bit clear about what I would consider top 5, right? Something that like what I would look for, right, in like best game of the year. Something that like makes you think, requires strategy. Somebody dies at the end, or something, right? There's no. This game, okay.
It should be something you're still talking about a year from now.
And
Yeah.
I played Uncharted.
Yeah.
I played Uncharted 4 all the way through, start to finish. I probably played about 90% of that game while you watched there, and you played the other 10% while I went to go to the bathroom. And so
He goes to the bathroom for long stints of time.
so
You got to keep that Clash of Clans going.
that's true. I'm climbing the ladder. Camaraderie, find me. But there's nothing like
Climbing the ladder while sitting on the pot.
there's no strategy whatsoever. It's run and shoot and climb. Be amazed at how far he has the ability to jump. How he has the most
beautiful
incredible
scenery.
handhold grips. That was the best part of the game, was being able to look at their interpretation of worlds. The history of the game is really cool. If we could have spent more time reading stuff, right? I like that part, but you didn't want to do all of that. And so we kind of
Reading's for nerds.
Yeah. We kind of moved a little bit faster than I would have liked, but that's okay.
I like how you try to make me sound like a monster as often as you can.
You just said you'd rather kill real humans than demons. Okay, you monsterfied yourself. I guess vilified's the word there.
I like Monsterfied.
And so, but you know what I mean?
I'll
Like,
allow it.
it was a really fun shoot 'em up game.
Yeah.
No thought required, no strategy required. Just outgun the other people. Have no feelings of remorse for literally.
But then what would you put above it?
Oh, I don't know.
See,
I feel like now I didn't play it, but from what I've heard from a lot of other people is it seems like Rise of the Tomb Raider maybe outdid Uncharted 4.
I put Battlefield.
Battlefield 1?
Yeah.
Did Rise of the Tomb Raider? They came out last fall.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so that's probably why it's not on this list. I mean, it did come out on PS4 this year, but it came out on Xbox One last fall, so that's why it's on the list. Yeah, with Uncharted 4, I thought it the biggest villain that I gave a crap about in Uncharted 4
was that hot chick that we couldn't hang out with anymore.
Chloe.
Yeah, okay.
No, I was talking about. I was gonna say him lying to his wife. Like that was. Like, I didn't care about the actual villains in the game or their story or their goals, but the fact that he was like the biggest plot tension was all of his lies to his wife.
Yeah, there was a cool plot twist when his brother lied to him. There's been no thing or whatever. That was a
spoiler alert.
Whatever, dude.
We're just gonna put a spoiler alert on the beginning of the video.
So that was a cool. That made the game interesting. I wish we could have spent more time fighting out of the Panamanian prison. That was fun.
Yeah, that was fun.
I enjoy prison fighting. Shake. But I just like you knew what you were getting into every time you picked up the controller.
Yeah.
You got to go kill 100 guys, clear an area, wait for the ominous music to die down.
Serial killer.
and then move
Don't
on.
think 1 minute about all the guys you killed.
The puzzles are fun.
Yeah.
The puzzles were fun.
The best part about that game was oohing and ahhing over the graphics.
Yeah, this game was a solid 7.
Wow.
A California 7?
And no, yeah.
I feel
it's a Mississippi 9.
I think for Uncharted fans, it was a solid 9, and if you're a non-Uncharted fan, it's probably 6.
Yeah, but it's not a game of the year.
No, it's definitely not a game of the year.
No, it doesn't deserve.
I'm surprised Battlefield didn't even get the mention just for having the guts to go the opposite direction of everyone else who's moving to the future.
And that to me deserves more recognition than Uncharted. Uncharted stayed exactly the same, just got prettier.
Yeah.
And they added that new thing where you had to fall down, right? Where you had to put your knife in the wall as you were skidding down.
Battlefield was all, here, take a horse to a tank fight.
Yeah, we're going 100 years the other direction comparatively to everyone else.
Here, have a biplane. They have spaceships?
That will crash on you.
You could have a Sopwith camel.
So, I don't know. I give the nod to Battlefield 1.
All right. Okay, so the list is what it is. It's Uncharted 4, Titanfall 2, Overwatch, Inside.
Josh hates everything. That should be the name of the show.
Who do you think's gonna win? I think it's gonna be Overwatch.
I think it'll be Overwatch.
Overwatch. I bet Uncharted wins.
I don't think Overwatch is unfair either. I mean, even as someone who hasn't played it, but just from what I've seen.
I mean, not only was it critically loved and sold a lot, but there's been like an instant community made around it. Like if you could buy a community in a dry package and just add water, that's what happened with Overwatch. Like instantly.
Still thinking about Thanksgiving food, huh?
Yeah, instantly there was. That's my Thanksgiving. Just add water.
Yeah, that's how I make my gravy. Comes in a packet.
Because you're poor.
Because you're a heathen.
Anyway, I mean, there's cosplayers. There's all kinds of community, like fan fiction.
Yeah, people still be playing it in a year from now and dressing up as the characters. And
they just came out with a new character, and people were equally as excited for the game as they were when it first came out. It's a big deal. I don't even play this game, but I just know that it's a big deal in the gaming community right now. So it's gonna get the nod.
It should get the nod.
Although if it doesn't,
but wait, didn't Metal Gear Solid 5 come out this year?
No, that was last year.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. See, a lot of things. Really
last
good things
year was
last year.
2015 was great.
It was an awesome year for games. 2016, here you go. Overwatch.
Awful for everything.
Yeah, but now if Overwatch does not win, Inside is gonna win.
Yeah, just to try.
Because I think Inside has that pompous critical power of like, let's go against the grain.
It insists upon itself.
If it has a point, it's insisting. Okay, let's just wrap this up. We're out.
Anything else?
No.
All right.